All right, we are live. So, welcome everybody. I am joined by the amazing Nicole Kim McDermott from
Hey
New York
guys.
City. I'm so excited to do this live today. It's in excitement and readiness for our class coming up in 2 days, called Stock Market for Beginners using the Access Consciousness tools. And Nicole is a certified facilitator of Access, and so when I found out about her expertise, and knew that she was a certified facilitator. I wanted to learn more about what she's doing and create a class to empower people uh, to invest in the stock market, but using access consciousness tools, not making it hard. So, Nicole, thanks so much for coming today.
Hey Julia, thank you so much for inviting me here. You know, it's not a real like normal conversation
No,
for people to use their awareness for their investing. And
no.
guess what? Like you guys have to hear about what I have been creating using all the tools. And you guys know so much, like I mean, how much miracles, magic have you experienced using all the tools of access consciousness? And guess what? You could use all that for you to create your financial freedom or your wealth. And it doesn't have to be hard.
Seriously. And like I was so fascinated when you were talking about, how the market crashed because of COVID and how you were like, ah, and then actually like used the access tools and were like, okay, I'm not gonna let this get me down. Freaked out for a minute and then got to work and like
Well,
created.
yeah, totally. Because like what I experienced was the initial shock and drama and trauma of the stock market meltdown or the recession. But then if you really don't buy into other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions and fears and drama and trauma, you actually could create so much. And all that is available to us. And a lot of people complain or they go into conclusion thinking that, oh, we're living through this recession, and some brilliant economists say that it's going to take next 5 years, 10 years for the economy to recover. But who wants to wait that long? Not me. Do you really want to wait that long? Listen, that's your choice, right? But guess what? You have different choices. And this is why Julia and I would like to offer this sort of classes to bring up more awareness, and you get to use the knowledge, your own knowing, your awareness, your perception into recreating your life. And not only recreating, just being able to expand more than you ever thought possible. And
Yeah.
you get to make money. So how does
Yeah.
it get any better,
And
right?
we did a 1 hour intro with Nicole, with and it was amazing to hear the way that she does this because it's like it's so investing in the stock market is something that people I think are intimidated by, you know what I mean? And it's
Mhm.
like we hear all these stories about how you lose so much money and da 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 da. And you can. And I've lost money and you've lost money and I've
Mhm.
made money and you've made money. And it's like but it's like we have this awareness and we have this way of being able to do things that is so different and really the course that we're like that is being offered that we're doing in 2 days is really like more of a $5,000, $6,000 course. We're doing it for $300 because we want people to have this place where they can go online, they can trade, they can be empowered and actually use it to create their lives. And it's really just play. I know that you said like when you were taking it really seriously, it
Yeah,
wasn't going so well. And then you're like, fuck it,
right.
I'm just gonna do it for fun. And it became wonderful and amazing. And you were actually more profitable than you ever
Yeah,
had been, which is so
totally.
different.
Right. Yeah, like, when in Access, we talk a lot about creating more ease, joy, right? And glory, fun for our bodies and for our lives and for our businesses. And when we go into a projection and expectation, thinking that, oh my God, how much is this going to create for me? Or how much money can I make? You already kill the miracles, you kill the magic and the mystery, the possibilities. But what if you could sort of like, take a breath and start asking universe, asking earth, what's possible for me that I could create using everything that I know? And I must be good at something. And are you ready to tap into that and really discover how incredible, how amazing you are? And it's all within us. It's just a matter of asking and requesting for the universe and earth to show it to you. And here, Julia and I will be showing you actually how you could sort of use your awareness, your power and potency into creating the finance and financial freedom or wealth that you truly desire to create. And would really like to make a contribution in terms of you taking that first step and actualizing the thing that you've been asking for.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Um, so for you, Nicole, like what has been I mean, I loved hearing about how you started, and we talked about that on the last live, but you
Mhm.
really started sort of accidentally isn't the right word, but you were in the fashion industry
Mhm.
and you were given all of these stocks, $100,000 of stocks,
Mhm.
and you were like, and you didn't even realize like what was actually being offered.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about how you
Oh
started?
yeah. So I was working for this company. This is many years ago. I was working as a fashion designer. And as a bonus, the company offered me these stock options, and they were worth about $100,000. I was like 25, 26 years old. There was a lot of money, but I was so clueless and I didn't think much of it. And I thought that options would be just there and I could just cash it out and just take the money. But it wasn't true. There were some other rules. I was not interested in investigating what the rules were. I didn't even know how to even ask to use all the knowledge to my advantage. So I lost all that, you know? And
So,
years
isn't
later,
that a funny I love that story because it's like sometimes that's how we create these amazing things in our lives is when we're like did a huge amount of unconsciousness and then learned from it.
right. And frankly, back then I didn't know that I could learn how to invest because investing, the word kind of scared me, and I hated that. Oh, I'm just a creative person and I'm not that good at math. Oh, being an investor, no, 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 that's not me, right? So I already put up that wall. And years later, I started thinking, you know what? I really like to change my financial life and I don't want to be just an employee. I would like to create multiple streams of income. So I started studying about investing in all different types of investings, and I actually really liked it. So that's 15, 20 years ago. And now I know so much. And actually, I became quite good with investing. But what dramatically changed was because of access tools. Like when I discovered access a few years ago, and I just loved it because I love all the healings and energies and being able to clear my mind with like such velocity, right? Because I've tried all sorts of things and I liked all that, and access was so fast. But I didn't know that I could use all these tools while I invest as well.
Right.
Which is so insane, like insanely good. So I started applying all the tools to investing, and I was getting the results just little by little by little by little. And again, I wasn't like using the tools to like, oh, let's make ton of money, let's do it. Like energy was so not that. I was just so in awe, and I was just so intrigued by what the energies were creating and how my capacities and abilities were like expanding, and that was like really miraculous. And I'm just so grateful that I had the opportunity to get to know about this, and some people who sort of guided me, taught me, and I just follow the energy. Every day I'll get up and I'll start talking to my plants. And I have some crystals. I love rocks, minerals, and gems. And I talk to them. And I just love like talking to the earth. And but I didn't know all that is connected to investing. And guess what? A lot of you have special abilities or capacities, and you could use all that to your advantage. And everything is just so related and connected.
Yeah, I love the way that you describe it. And Tanya's saying, yeah, I'm not good at maths, and being an investor scares me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like, and that's, that's the thing. It's like we have these ideas of like why we can't do something.
yeah,
And Shannon O'Hara always says, like, she's like, I'm dyslexic, I can barely read, I can't do math, and I run a multi-million dollar business all over the world. And it's
mhm,
like I love that because it's such an inspiration. And it's like we really don't have to be good at these things in order to be successful. It's actually more about the energy and the willingness rather than being smart, remembering facts, being able to do long division, da 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 da, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So that's really cool.
And
And then Fabiola is asking, are you going into the details of which platforms to use? How
yeah,
much in the details are you going? Yeah, we're actually going to use a platform. Uh, and there's different ones for each part of the world, but we're actually screen sharing and going through and like teaching you exactly how to use the software. And it's actually, Nicole was teaching me about this one platform the other day, and it's like, oh my god, I looked at it and my head was spinning, and I'm like, how could you possibly like? And then she showed me like 5 things, and it became very easy and
mhm.
comprehensive, and I feel like I'm totally empowered. So it's very easy to do this. So we just want to see people being empowered. It's like these things are available, and we sort of go, how am I going to create money? And we have all these amazing things available. And so, this is what Nicole is an expert in, and she has this knowledge and has the ability to share it. So I'm just really grateful that you were willing to help me and to help everybody else become more empowered in this area. I just think it's awesome.
Totally. Like all my life, I thought that I would really like to do some work that really contributes to other people. And
Mm,
I've never known that I'll be teaching about stocks, but guess what? This is what I love. So why not? Right. So I'm
exactly.
just really excited and grateful that, we have this opportunity to really make a difference in other people's lives and really offer more choice, more possibility, more consciousness in other people's lives and on this planet. And that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun, guys.
Yeah, it is. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Nicole. And thank you to everybody listening now and in the future. And, if you guys are listening to this a few years in the future, we will still continue to sell these replays and continue with this. So there's always a way to learn. And we are just grateful for you guys' willingness and the sense of possibilities that you're being in the world that nobody else is being, because I think it's awesome. So thank you, Nicole. Thank you for inviting people to this, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.